Hi, it's Keto Xenia here, and this is week 3 results. So this has been a weird week. So what happened was there was a Valentine's Day, and I sort of got very, very drunk on that night. I have a 9-month-old kid, and a 5-year-old kid, so I don't get out much. And this time my mom stayed with my kids, and I took my husband and we went to a Russian karaoke bar, and I just kept drinking. I think I had a bottle of champagne and 3 or 4 glasses of wine. Obviously, I went over my calories, I went over my carbs. Well, my choice was for dry wine and dry champagne. But the next day, I guess because I was dehydrated, my scale showed that I was 1 kilogram less than the night before. Obviously, that's because of the dehydration. But then the day after that, so that was Wednesday, Thursday, I was a kilogram lighter. And then Friday, I was actually on 2 kilograms more. So, like, I went down 1 and then up to whatever I was before, and then 1 more. So by today, I have lost that extra weight, but I guess that was bloating and water retention from after drinking so much. So now I'm back to same weight I started with this week. Didn't gain anything, didn't lose anything. But it could still be water weight because I did work out 6 times this week. And other than Valentine's Day, I stayed on my macros and my calorie budget every day. And even the day when I was hungover, I got out of the bed. I actually crawled out of it. And thanks to my husband, he drove my older kid to school, so I didn't have to deal with that in the morning. And I took my little one and we walked with the stroller. I mean, he was just laying down and I was walking. I walked all the way. Well, if I tell you where, then it doesn't mean anything because you don't live here, so you don't know how far that is. Anyway, so it was like 5,000 steps one way. So we walked there. I walked there, and baby was sleeping, so I decided to go to a salon, get some waxing going. And by the time I got there, I was so hungry. You know how when you're hungover, you're just craving fats and you want to just eat. In the morning, the first thing I didn't do my intermittent fasting, but actually my morning started at 12 o'clock, so I guess I still did intermittent fasting. The good thing is that when I was drinking and I was drunk, I didn't eat anything because before I started doing keto, if I drank alcohol, I would go nuts on my fridge and just rate it. This time I didn't. I just went to sleep. So in the morning I was insanely hungry, and I just fried up some bacon and eggs, and I just inhaled the whole thing. And then right after that I went for the walk, and by the time I walked to that plaza, they had McDonald's there. So by the time I got there, I was so hungry already, and I just ordered 2 McMuffin or whatever you call it, the sausage and egg, 2 of them without a bun, and I asked them for lettuce instead of the bun, and those assholes tried to charge me for that lettuce. I'm like, really? Lettuce is so much cheaper than the bun. Why would you charge me for it? Anyway, so they had to talk to the manager to get that solved. It's kind of sad. Anyways, moving on. So I had one there, and then the other one I took with me, and then I walked all the way back. I came here home and I just danced around on my driveway. See, it's like a huge stage. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I went for a walk with both of my kids, and my older one is a little lazy a-hole. He always goes crazy. He climbs the walls, but then whenever I try to do something active with him, he just says, I'm tired. So he took a stick and he just shoved it into his paw, and he started crying that he needs a Band-Aid. So I brought him home, and my little one is still sleeping here in the stroller, right there. So I have to chill with him outside. The weather is nice today. It's about 4 degrees, I think, Celsius. It's pretty warm, and it's the sunset right now. And so that's what I was doing right now too. I was just listening to music and dancing because I need to get my steps in. I didn't go to the gym today. I try to stay home on Sundays, but but I am in this step bet. I paid $25 to play, and you have a certain amount of steps that you have to do every day. I got interrupted there by my baby. He woke up and he needed feeding, and I fed him, and then he wouldn't fall back asleep. So I was saying that I'm in this step bet, and they make you do 4 days a week of your average steps per day, and 2 days a week where you do more than your usual average. So that's why one of the days this week I missed a day. I just stayed all day at home, and I didn't get my steps in. So, you get one free day, and one free day means a day where you don't have to meet your goals. And that's why on Sunday I had to walk a lot, because I didn't have my free day anymore. There's one more thing I wanted to say, is that I started watching Dr. Berg videos, and he says that you should eat a lot of potassium. So I made a lot of foods with a lot of potassium that are allowed on keto are kale, spinach, mushrooms, and avocado. So I cooked a bunch of foods using these foods, and I ate them yesterday, and I ended up going over my calories, over my carbs, net carbs, and not enough potassium. Dr. Berg, how do I eat so much potassium? I think I'm not gonna try anymore. Yeah. I still have to take my measurements, so after I take my measurements, I'm gonna record whatever I got. Okay. So my video is gonna be like 2 days late. Just been a lot going on, and over the weekend it's sort of hard to film my videos and to edit them, blah blah blah. Especially this weekend, there was a family day weekend, family day long weekend in Canada. So I spent a day with my kids and my husband, and we did lots of activities. I think it's thanks to my new diet and my new lifestyle that I am this active. Before, if it was a long weekend, I would just stay home, watch cartoons, just relax. And this day, I actually took both of my kids and we went to my gym. And first we went to a family Zumba with my older one, and then we went to the indoor soccer turf, I think you call it, soccer field, indoor, not sure how to call it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's called soccer turf. Anyway, so me and my older kid, we played soccer for like an hour, and we had lots of fun. We were running around with the ball, kicking the ball in. And then after that, I grabbed my little one and we went downstairs to the pool. We spent like another hour in the pool, just going crazy in the water, and I was training my baby to dive into the water. Yeah, and my older one, I was just throwing him into the water because he already knows how to dive, because I teach my kids to dive from 3 months. 3 months of age, from birth. That's their babies. I start to just put them under the water. Yeah, it may sound crazy, but it's an actual technique. I think that's why my kids love water so much and they're not afraid of it. Anyways, that's a different subject. So after that, we went to a dinner, and then we went to the movies, and I ended up with like 12,000 steps on that day, which is not that much, but I mean, it's not a lot. It's not crazy a lot, but it's still a good number. And I measured myself yesterday and I lost a centimeter on my neck, a centimeter on my hips, which is weird because I don't really have fat on my hips. Most of my fat is in my stomach and sides and the back, like the apple shape, or they call it the adrenal body type. And actually, Dr. Berg, when he was talking about this body type, it seemed like he was some fortune teller who was talking about my personality and knew everything about me. I was kind of freaked out. Anyway, so if you have that kind of body type, check out his videos about adrenal body type. You'll be surprised too. And he talks about solutions. And one of his solutions was to sleep more. And he actually mentioned that it's best to go to bed before 12 because I thought it doesn't matter as long as you get 7-8 hours. You can go to bed at 1 and then get 7-8 hours. But actually the peak time for growth hormone is around 12 midnight, so you need to be asleep by that time. So because you need to go through all these cycles of REM sleep, light sleep, blah blah blah, and then so you need some time before 12 o'clock to get into that deep sleep where you produce growth hormone. And growth hormone helps with muscle recovery and fat burning. And the more time you spend in deep sleep, the more benefit you will get from the growth hormone. And then if you continue fasting in the morning until whatever time you can do, I usually do 1 o'clock. If I'm too hungry, I start eating at 12. And sometimes if I'm too busy, I could start eating at like 3 or 4 because I just don't have time and I don't want to eat any junk from fast food places or whatever. So I wait until I'm home so I can make myself proper food. And so basically that way you're stretching out that time where you get all the benefits from growth hormone. So my plan lately has been to go to bed before 12 and to start my breakfast as late as possible. And I also try to do my workout before my first meal. Oh, and another thing that changed is that I used to do just any random workouts. I would just come to the gym and just either go to the class or any class or just do treadmill, and then after that just do some high intensity exercises or Tabata or HIIT training. But also I have varicose veins, and according to Dr. Berg, I should be doing lots of walking. So that's what I do when the weather is nice. I take my little one out on a stroller and I walk far away, like I mentioned earlier in this video. After I edit this video, it's gonna be like one after another. But right now it seems like it was a long time ago because I recorded that part yesterday or the day before yesterday. Anyway, so I go out with the stroller, or I go to the gym and I walk on the treadmill. I do like walk / run, jog, whatever I feel like, and then I did like some exercises. But now I actually designed a workout program for myself that I'm gonna follow, and it's gonna include some high intensity exercises, supersets, Tabata, and even some powerlifting. So there's a thing you don't know about me, or maybe some of you know about me, is that I actually did a 2-year program in a college for fitness and health promotion. So I know quite a bit about exercise and fitness and physiology and all that. So, and that's actually where I learned about keto diet and intermittent fasting, because it was our advanced nutrition class. And that's when I realized that that's the way I should be eating. But that was about 2 years ago, and I tried starting the diet, and then every time I tried it, I realized I'm eating way too much carbs, because I was like, okay, I'm on a keto diet, I'm just gonna have one piece of bread. Nope. And then Next day I would be like, okay, I'm on a keto diet and I'm just gonna have 3 bananas. Bananas are good for you, right? I just couldn't resist. I just couldn't say no to the fruits. And then finally, after doing so much research and research and research and following a lot of people on YouTube, I realized that I should just be strict with myself and just say bye to fruits and bread. Anyways, then I found out that I was pregnant, so I postponed my keto diet until later. And then again, when the baby was born and I was still breastfeeding, I was kind of skeptic about doing keto. I was afraid that ketones will get in my milk, and I wasn't sure, like there wasn't enough research about keto and breastfeeding and how ketones affect babies. So I just kept postponing, and then at 5 months I completely lost all of my milk and my baby was switched to the evil formula. And I thought, well, at least now I can do the diet. Always look at the bright side. And then so when I started doing it, I was very strict. No low carb bread, no fruits, no berries. And then I started finding out that actually you can have some berries as long as you count everything. So that was the problem too, you know, reporting everything, recording everything, looking at your macros every day. So you just need to, you know, keep trying until you get in the groove of it, I should say, until you're completely in that mindset that you're on this journey and you're not going away, and there's no holidays, there's no vacations, there's nothing. You are a keto person and you do the fasting and you just get used to the idea that it's either your lifestyle from now on, or maybe it's like at least a 3-5 year project, I should say. So there's nothing, like, don't treat it like it's temporary, because, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen in 5 years. Maybe I'll have my perfect body and I will want to eat some cake. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a sweet person anyway. I mean, I'm a sweet person, but I don't have a sweet tooth. So maybe down the road I'll be fine with this eating like I am now, and I won't want to go back to standard American Canadian diet or whatever. I think this video is just me rambling on and on, but I just wanted to give a little more information about myself, not just talk about my results and my plans. Anyway, so now I designed my own workouts and I started working out in the power and strength rep range, because that actually helps you burn more fat too. So I'm feeling strong, you know, and feeling very active and energized, and really enjoying this journey. And actually right now I'm gonna go to the gym, and hopefully I'm gonna record some of my exercises and then make a video of it. You know, maybe some of you can comment on my form, I don't know. So yeah, I started this video by talking about my results with the measurements. So I hate this double chin. Jabba the Hutt. Oh. Okay. Go away. Anyways, so I lost 1 centimeter on my hips. I lost 1.5 centimeters on my waist, and 0.5 centimeter on my neck, even though it's not that visible. Well, maybe I had a triple chin and now I have a double chin, maybe. Yeah. Anyways, I say anyways a lot. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh, and my weight, like I said earlier, my weight was like up and down from the drinking and blah blah blah, and now it's back to neutral. And I lost 0.5 kilogram. So right now my total loss is 2.9 kilograms in 3 weeks. I guess 3 weeks and 2 days. 3 weeks, 2 days, I lost 2.9 kilograms. Almost 3 kilograms. Yeah, and I also did what's it called? Like a body composition assessment at my gym, and my stupid Fitbit scale told me that I have 40% body fat, which made me feel really bad. But then I did the body composition assessment in my gym, and apparently I just have 30%, which is better, I guess. And I remember about 4 years ago I did the same assessment at the same gym with the same machine. It actually did say that my body fat percentage was 37%, and now it's 30 or 31, I don't remember exactly, 30 or 31. And so it tells me that I lost some fat. I didn't lose much weight since then, but at least I lost fat, so which means that my working out was not in vain. So right now I'm gonna go and edit these videos and post them, and I'm gonna go to the gym. And today is squatting and deadlift day, and some bosu squats and some crazy high intensity core exercises. And I'm actually loving this feeling when everything is sore in my body, all my muscles are sore, and I love it. Oh, one more thing. Maybe men don't want to hear this, but apparently my red days came 5 days earlier this month. Probably because of the new workout regime that I have, because it's more intense and it's more heavyweight. So it's probably because of that they came earlier. And the thing is, I'm not bloated as usually. Usually I gain like 2 kilograms of water weight during these days, and I just have a big stomach that looks like I'm pregnant. But right now it's not like that. So I guess it's my diet and my exercise that's changing this in me, and I'm not retaining water as much as I used to. And actually my cramps are much less severe than usually. I haven't even taken any pain medication this time. Usually on my first day, I just, even before it starts hurting, I can feel that it's about to start killing me, and I just take 2 extra strength painkillers, and then as soon as it's like 8 hours later, same thing, I have to take it again. But they started last night, in the middle of the night, 5 days early. It's annoying, but whatever. And it's not hurting me still. I haven't taken any pain medication, and I don't feel drowsy, I don't feel bloated, and I'm feeling strong to go into the gym today. Right now it's early morning. It's not early morning, it's early for me. 9 o'clock is early for me, and I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna get stuff done. It's great, life is great. Stay in ketosis and keep on squatting.